Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL, which is actually Victor Yankee 2 Sierra Whiskey at the moment. I am in Canada right now, so I'm using my Canadian call sign. And in fact, today I'm in Quebec City at the Plains of Abraham Park, right in Old Quebec, which is a really wonderful city park here. And I came out to do, of course, Parks on the Air activation. It's a very busy park to do an activation in, but this is about almost 11:30 in the morning on a, what is today? Today's Tuesday. You can see Chateau Frontenac, just the top of it right there. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. I've never stayed in it. I want to someday, but it's not really within my budget. Lots of museums in this area, in this quarter of town. It's a great spot, very walkable. And my wife and daughters are here. They're out walking around now, looking at the river, while I start this park activation. Now, this being the city park it is, I felt funny about using any of the trees here and actually throwing lines up in trees, so I'm going with the Elecraft AX1. It's wonderful that they have picnic tables here. Now, frankly, I didn't remember them having picnic tables here before, but I guess they did, and I just didn't pay attention in previous years when I've been here. Picnic tables make it so much easier to do an activation, especially with the AX1. AX1 is not great in wind, and we have wind today, so I'm using my, maybe able to see I'm using my backpack there to kind of hold it up. So I'll be operating on 20 meters and possibly 17 meters. I'm hoping I can make enough to do my 10 contacts needed for a valid park activation. I got to keep my expectations in check, to be honest. I'm not sure what conditions are like today, but they haven't been great lately. But it should be really fun. This is, I believe, an all-time new one. So maybe that'll give me a little more, a couple more dB of gain for people wanting to work my station that like to hunt new parks. So that may help a little bit. And there are people here. There's someone sleeping on a blanket over there behind this tree. There'll be people walking around the whole time I'm doing this. Probably people will come up and ask me questions too, for all I know. But anyway, that's just the way it goes with city parks. And I'm not used to doing city parks, so this is kind of fun. I always enjoy trying new things. So anyway, let's get to work here. Now, what I did was I already got the radio set up. Didn't take long at all. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about the AX1 antenna, is it's super easy to set up. I'm trying to make this where you can see the logs and everything. My glasses on here so I can see. And now I need to go to the POTA website. Get ready to spot myself. I've been listening here for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and start the process of calling CQ. I wonder if someone's doing a park. I wonder if someone's doing another activation. I just can't hear them here. That's F4WBN Christian, who is really big into soda, which tells me there may be a soda activator on this frequency and I just can't hear him. There's no way that the RBN picked me up that quickly. There's no way. Let's see here. Let me go to the POTA website. Yes, someone's saying S to S. There we go. So here we go. Let's move a little bit. It's good to hear signals on here, though. Oh, come on, wind. Don't make it too difficult for me. This whole thing will go moving down in a little bit if I'm not careful. I'll have to... My backpack's kind of propping this up. Okay. Yeah, Christian's big time soda activator. I do not want to activate where someone, soda chaser. I do not want to activate anywhere where there's a soda op. $14,057. VE Victor Echo. This is Park Victor Echo 1019. See if it'll take my spot now. Looks like it did. And we'll be able to see if... See, I think it has an issue spotting me automatically via the Verspeaker network because I'm using a different call sign. Even though it's linked on the POTA website, I think it's still just... It kind of has a little issue with that, so we'll see. I'll check this in a second, and let me go back to Hammers here and pull up my logs. So I can try to log this live. There we go. Get rid of the fake call I put in there just to keep the logs active. There we go. Okay, I think that's ready. We'll see if we can do this now. Come on, propagation gods. It'd be nice to make this a really nice and easy activation because we've got a lot of running around in Quebec City to do today. I don't want to take up my family time. In fact, the reason why we are here today is really because we're just tooling around old Quebec. I'm also just running 5 watts. I could run 10 watts. I think it's going to be a real struggle today. I hope not. You never know though, and I think that's the fun thing about POTA is you just don't know what's going to happen. I've got pretty surroundings here though. It's really nice to be able to look off and see Chateau Frontenac in the distance, and it's a really pleasant day. It's probably in Fahrenheit, I'd say about probably 70 degrees, but there's a nice cool breeze. It's dry, it's not too humid. It's very nice. I've also got just a little bit of height here. I came up sort of on top of the hill thinking that this may be a better spot for doing the activation on 20 meters. I don't know. You never know. Sometimes I have luck when I'm way down in a valley or even in gorges. This is not going to be easy today. I can tell that. Let's see if I can get any spots. Do a little Twitter thing here too. Let's see, let people know. Twitter post too. You can just hear helicopters everywhere here. There's always something happening here in Quebec City, it seems like. I'm not used to these urban parks yet. I might make an exception to my rule today and pump it up to 10 watts output. Yeah, I think I probably will do that today. Since I got this compromised antenna, I may just try to go for 10 watts. There we go. So this is going to be one of my exceptions to the rule. Normally I'm just 5 watts, but let's try to make, I need this to be a relatively quick activation, so. Boy, this doesn't bode well for this doesn't bode well for the activation though, because I'm just hearing nothing here on 20. I bet you that the bands are messed up today. I didn't check propagation before I left, but I never let it dictate when I'm going out or not anyway, so it just is what it is. Yeah, I'm not getting any RBN spots right now at all, which is kind of weird. It must be. I wonder if the RBN. Yeah, I'm not seeing any RBN spots. Not at all. Okay. Okay, so let me respot myself. It looks like the RBN functionality is just not working today. Maybe I got the call wrong. Maybe it's not K3MRK. Well, we'll just do a CQ again. And he'll come back, I'd say. If it's any rougher, I'll try 17 meters, but I may end up having to switch antennas, go to my car and get another antenna. I do have the impasse light in the car, I believe, and so I could set that up, and that may be a little bit. If I could put a line up in a tree here, that'd be awfully nice. Got you in there. That's great to get him in there. Great. Okay, so got one down, 9 to go. This is not boding well. I don't know, I may end up going out and getting a different antenna. I can probably put the impasse light up here. Okay, so at least I got 3 now. 7 more to go. This may be a tough row to hoe. It was encouraging hearing Brian's signal with a little bit of strength, because all the rest of them have been so weak. I don't even know if you could hear the KG8YT signal. It was way down there in the noise, which means that conditions are pretty crap right now, and that's the reason why we're having such a hard time. The funny part is, I went out one day. In fact, I've probably already got this video posted by now, but I went out one day along the St. Lawrence River, I think it was on July 4th actually, and used the AX1, and conditions were really poor that day, but I just knocked out that activation in no time on 20 meters. It just rocked it so well. But what had happened is I think I just had like a little reprieve in conditions, because the rest of the sites I was using bigger antennas, and that day I did 3 other activations that day, and every other one was a real struggle. So it's just all about timing. Sometimes the little openings happen and people can hear you, and it just takes a little more patience. I may move up to the 17 meter band. Let's see if I'm getting any other spots from. Yeah, Brian spotted me and gave me a 329 in Northwest Pennsylvania. That's pretty weak. Normally on a day when I know conditions are kind of bad, well, frankly, I didn't know this coming out here today. I really had no idea, but if I know it, I'll usually try to use an in-fed half-wave or a resonant antenna, something that's a little efficient, just to kind of help, which it really works. But in certain parks, you just don't even really have that as an option much. Like I'm sitting here thinking now, you know, if I'm struggling, maybe I can go to the car, grab the chameleon impasse light, and finish off the activation with it. I don't think it would be so high profile as to gather a lot of attention. Four down, 6 to go. I may move to 17 meters here for a little bit. I can actually do 40 meters with this antenna, and I could switch it out and do that. I guess I could give that a go. Unfortunately, with the AX1, I'm not able to do 30 meters. That's not really an option with this antenna. Okay. Nice. You know, I keep sending good afternoon, but it's good morning right now still. I mean, in 10 minutes it won't be. Five down, 5 to go. It's one of those activations where I'll be counting each and every one of these. So I thought, just to look around right now while we're waiting on the next person to come in. It is such a pretty day. It was very, very rainy yesterday, and the system blew through and brought in some dry air. It's really nice. Kids running right past me. I'm really glad that my Counterpoise is where it is. I have to think about that at an urban park, and I never had to think about it, you know, back in North Carolina, what the parks I'm going to, even on busy days, there's just so much room to spread out. And so I thought, where is the least likely place someone's going to walk? And fortunately, the Counterpoise for the AX1 for 20 meters is only 13 feet long, so it's very short. Very, very short. So that's what a little over, I guess it's about 4 meters long, something like that. And, you know, it's really small and it can go straight down the ground, and so someone could run over and it wouldn't do anything. But that was awfully close. This is giving me an idea though. I may kind of adjust my Counterpoise a little bit. Maybe that'll help with, maybe that'll change something. Let me get up and do that real quick. I'll wait for it to stop transmitting. Nice. There we go. So as soon as I stand up to adjust the Counterpoise, that's when I get my next call. So we just need 4 more. So in theory, if I really wanted to now, I know I could get the activation done because I have 3 amateur radio operators with me, and we have 2 HDs. So I could do 4 park-to-parks with them very easily. I could do 3. Ooh, I'm hearing something there. Let me see if I can do this one more time. I don't know if that's for me or if it's somebody else at some frequency. And I have no shame when I'm in a hurry like this of of using that little technicality in the POTA system. I don't do that very often, but just to finish off an activation when I'm in a hurry. Ooh, it's getting windy. I'm actually shielding the camera to some degree here, but oh, there we go. Come on, Eric. Got him. Got him. I hope you could hear that. That was way down in the noise. And it helps me that I know Eric's fist. I know how he sounds in CW, and I was able to follow it in the growl of this noise. There's a little bit of noise happening here that is not really showing up on the S meter, and I think it's a little QRM, which is not surprising. We're here in the middle of the city. I'm going to move up to 17 meters next. Now I have to switch the switch on the side of the antenna. There we go. We'll wait here for a second. I'll write down 17 meters, CW. I don't hear anything. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's no, I'm looking here and there's just no, there is no RBN happening today. So the connection between the RBN and the POTA network is just not functioning today for some reason. 18086. Not too surprising. I mean, you're talking about two completely different systems, you know. I'm so impressed with the POTA website. It's so easy to use. They just added the self-uploads a few weeks ago, which is just marvelous. So amazing. There we go. Now I'm spotted. Now let's move back over to hammers. Yay, it saved me. I put a K up there hoping it would hold it. So it says 17 meters CW. Yes, good. We just need three more contacts. But again, if I needed to, I could easily just make contacts with my wife and two daughters on 2 meters, and that would finish the activation as a valid activation. But it's more fun to kind of try it on HF and try to make it work on HF. But if I run out of time, I don't want to take up more than about 15 minutes more of their time today, because we need to go out and find a place to eat for lunch and hit one of my favorite bookstores here in Quebec City. I think it's called the Comptoir de Livre, I can't remember. Love that store. And we're going to walk around the old town, take a few photos. I may try to include a few photos. Always check the description for a link to my field report on qrpr.com. That's where I put in links to all the equipment I use, extra notes. I put in a whole lot of time and effort into that, so go there and check it out. And if you get a chance, subscribe to the channel. I never ask people to, well, it's rare I ask people to do that. I should ask it every single time. And thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it when you do that. I don't really use YouTube metrics, and obviously I don't have any ads in my YouTube channel, so there's no monetization going on through YouTube. So I don't really pay attention to the statistics and stuff, but the subscriber count kind of gives me an idea of where I am and how many people actually enjoy this sort of thing. The pain of going through a real-time, real-life activation. Okay. It's a strong signal. Eight down, 2 to go. But I think, one of the things, a really important point to make about these little antennas like the AX1 is they give you the opportunity to activate in spots where maybe it's not as easy to use a more conspicuous antenna. Like, I don't see a lot of police officers walking around here or anything like that. And there are people doing all kinds of things, playing frisbee, doing gymnastics, families having picnics, all kinds of things. So I could probably get away with putting a line in a tree, but that would probably attract attention. People would wonder what I'm doing because it's not a common thing. In fact, well, this park's never been activated before, so there haven't been any other activators out here for people to see doing this. So I like to try to stay a little lower profile, and that's what things like the AX1, these little antennas, afford us. They're not as efficient as a big antenna, but they get the job done, hopefully. I don't want to speak too soon, but it has never let me down, to be honest, because I've had crazy situations I've used this antenna for, and it's worked for me. So I've been very, very pleased with the AX1. I really need to get the AX2 antenna, which is like 20 meters only, and you can adapt the little coils in it for higher bands, I think. I may try to give one of those a go soon. I need to order one. was nice. And for ILH, so it's like this. I mean, sometimes you're plugging along with 10 watts. I got 10 watts into this time, and struggling, yet you get DX. I mean, that's just the way it works some days. I'm sure F4 ILH has a pretty nice antenna system at their location. So just need one more contact and I'm going to call it quits. Okay, miss. Okay, wait. That was fun. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I'm messing up my keying here for some reason. DL1 AX. So there's a little opening into Europe right now. Do one more call and then I'm going to call QRT because I really do need to end this. So I'm sure my wife and girls will be back here in just a moment. There we go. So, total of 10 contacts. Looks like Michigan, Michigan and Ohio Valley, I guess into New Jersey, and North Carolina, Tennessee, France, and Germany. Not too bad. Not too bad at all for this. I mean, this is the whole thing I keep talking about with the AX1. This thing has saved my butt so many times because it's so small, so portable, so easy to set up, and I can carry it. I have a little tiny pack with my KX2. I have this little tiny pack where I keep my AX1. It can go in any pack. This is my urban pack, and it actually is loaded out right now with water and all kinds of things we'll need here for the day. And it takes up no space at all in there, so I can set this up and activate anywhere I want to. There are several other parks here in Quebec City that I'd be tempted to do this today, but I just don't have time. I want to give my family some time here, give us a chance to kind of tool around town, get a nice walk in, and take it easy. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and enjoyed cutting some really weak signal CW for a while. And I will tell you, there's actually, you can see over here, that's across the river at Lévis. You can see through this side, the St. Lawrence is just over here. And yeah, so yeah, I see my wife and my daughter's coming back now, so it's perfect timing. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. People ask me how they can support me. I do have links to Patreon and my coffee fund in the description below. Never feel an obligation to do that. Only do it if you've got the means to do it and you feel like supporting the channel. If you're trying to save up for your first radio or anything like that, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. This channel will always be free. And I just love the idea that it's helping people practice CW and you can get some kind of useful information out of it, along with my rambling. Anyway, if you get a chance, go out and play radio this week, indoors or outdoors. Take care. If you're hitting some hot weather, make sure that you're staying really well hydrated. That's one thing you need to really kind of take care of is your think about your body when you're out here, especially if you happen to be in the hot sun. We've had some record-setting temperatures this summer. Of course, by the time this video is posted, it'll probably be fall already. But anyway, be careful out there. Take care. Stay safe. And until next time, 7 threes.